This beer is made from recycled shower water. Oh man. How much does your fart contribute to global warming? This is a completely serious question. No, it's not. This is ridiculously stupidity of this generation. Aggressive animal rights activists target blind man, 30, for keeping a guide dog that they claim should be running free in the fields. Let people have their own opinions? Schools. Speaking of schools when I'm wearing a hat. Schools when a girl is dressed as a cat. Just heard an American woman angrily tell an airport employee, if you don't speak English, then why are you working here? Ma'am, you're in Shanghai, China. Unemployed economic migrant Muhammad complains he's not given a better home, a bigger allowance, better food, instant medical care, and nicer clothes. I don't know about you guys, but I could certainly use a few of these things too. Woman sues 12-year-old on bike she hit with car because it got scratched. Just for clarification, a woman hit a 12-year-old on a bicycle with her car. She's now suing the 12-year-old, which she hit with her car, for scratching her car. Air pollution in the U.S. is racist, new study finds. From the New York Times, don't play with your kids. Seriously. I have 3 kids under 10 who don't expect, or even want, to play with me. It took some practice, but over time we've all learned we're better off doing our own thing. Would an occasional blackout help solve climate change? An occasional blackout? Well, that's not nearly enough. We need to step up our game. How about this instead? Could a small nuclear war reverse global warming? Scientists from NASA and a number of other institutions have recently been modeling the effects of a war, including 100 Hiroshima-level bombs, or 0.03% of the world's current nuclear arsenal. According to National Geographic, the research suggests 5 million metric tons of black carbon would be swept up into the lowest portion of the atmosphere. The result, according to NASA climate models, could actually be global cooling. Los Angeles Times, in Syria, militias armed by the Pentagon fight those armed by the CIA. Successful drug dealers in San Francisco can make as much as $350,000 a year, more than the average senior software engineer at Google. Or, you can go to Fox News. Some San Francisco drug dealers make $350,000 every year, still get free legal defense in court. A previous San Francisco Chronicle report revealed that open-air drug dealing in San Francisco has led to a housing boom in Honduras for migrants. But remember, the IRS said that if you make an income from dealing drugs, you still have to pay taxes on that. Middle-income Americans say they are on track to thrive financially. A new study found that 79% of responders think they'll achieve prosperity within the next 10 years. Middle-income Americans think prosperity is within reach. All right, who the heck are they asking? How many people that's listening to this, do you think that prosperity is within reach? Do you think it's just right around the corner anytime now? I mean, who are the people that they're polling out here? They must be polling people like this. I regret having a baby. I'd rather watch Netflix. Dad shares disturbing signs their adopted child was a 22-year-old woman. Japanese man who spent $20,000 to become a dog goes out for his first walk. And if the title wasn't bad enough, witness the extraordinary moment as a man who spent $20,000 in transforming into a border collie takes his first ever public stroll. Can you spot the difference? India couple accused of selling baby to buy iPhone 14. The more disturbing part of this is it's being reported by Apple Insider. Did they really think it was a good idea that they should be the ones to report about this? CNN. Nearly 4 million Americans has been out of work for at least 6 months. Why'd y'all use my pic for? I'm not unemployed, I'm at work right now. At the rate we're going, they're gonna cancel shampoo so bald people don't get offended. The James Webb Space Telescope, 7,600 light years away. White House security camera, 15 feet away. Bush condemns Russia's war on Ukraine as unjustified invasion. Well, the U.S. would be experts on that topic many, many times over. What made you refuse to do business in Georgia after pro-life laws, but film Mulan in a country committing a genocide? Money. It'll never fail to amaze me how the very people who claim to be against the patriarchy are okay with men who play dress-up taking over women's sports. Put on this mask and charge your phone by breathing. So Bane was just charging his iPhone the whole time? Yeah, he never wanted any trouble, just a full battery. Male privilege is wearing the same outfit multiple times to events, while girls can't wear the same dress twice, no matter how cute it is. There isn't a single straight man on earth that cares if you wear the same cute dress twice. The negative comments will come from other women. Cancer sees color. I think I used this in another video recently, but a group of women sued Google claiming it underpays women, forcing Google to do an analysis which found that it actually underpays men, likely the result of intentional efforts by Google. Detroit goes murder-free for 36 hours, the 37th hour. This is Iceland. Iceland let its 3 biggest banks fail after the 2008 financial collapse. Iceland bailed out its citizens instead. Iceland prosecuted those banksters that caused the meltdown. Iceland has one of the strongest economic recoveries ever. Be like Iceland. Covering up your camera could damage your laptop. This is what they tell the masses, but this is what they do. Ooh, it's the 1%. Oh my God, it's the 1%. People of color breathe more hazardous air. The sources are everywhere. Researchers uncover stark disparities between white people and minorities across thousands of categories of pollution, including trucks, industry, agriculture, and even restaurants. So yes, air is now racist. This is Steven Spielberg. Steven is an outspoken climate activist. His private jet emits more carbon in one single flight than your car in your entire lifetime. But Steven believes your car is causing climate change. Woman filmed telling a Chinese bus driver to go back to China while they are in China. Australian annoyed over seeing too many American flags during her stateside trip gets massive listen on U.S. patriotism. How it begins. I want my wife to feel strong and empowered. Her career is just as important as mine. How it ends. How do I tell my husband that he is no longer good enough for me? I got fit, I got promoted. There are dozens of men at my work that are better looking, drive better cars, stay in larger homes, that have manifested interest in me. I decided I deserve more and better. Trudeau's divorce leaves nation in shock that he was married to a woman. Ottawa, Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced the separation from his wife of 18 years Tuesday, shocking millions of Canadians who reportedly had no clue the effeminate leader had been married this whole time, least of all to a woman. Feminist, equal rights. Feminist, equal responsibilities. We need to ban cartridge dispensers and open our borders. Disney knows how to party. A shelf in the background. The chemical formula for that. Only 90 kids will remember these genders. Stop eating meat and pay more taxes to change the weather. Hard to swallow pills. I probably can't read any of these without the good possibility that the video gets removed. I can't find a job because... insert liberal excuse here. No, you can't get a job because you look like you got by a hardware store. You guys can read this if you want to. I cannot say that on video. It would definitely be removed. And just like that, was gone. Will these riots spread? What? If I loot stores and burn down my neighborhood, it will make the police act gooder. When pro-choicers try to enforce masks, wear a mask. I don't want to. You'll unalive. My body, my choice. It's not just your body involved. You don't say. Someone ran over a protester. Yeah, well, it's a highway, so... Leftists demanding more women in positions of power. Leftists when a woman gets nominated that has a different opinion. When you fight your way through the crowd of censored protesters and get to the final boss. October 13, 2013. So sick of Walmart employees having the worst attitude toward customers. It's not my fault Walmart is the only place that would hire you. April 26, 2016. Started a new job at Walmart. I used this slide in another video. Sad, but it's true in these days. Having trouble with your new $80,000 electric car? Just remember, you could have had a V8. A guy just tried to mansplain to me what a sawhorse was. But I shut him down because I am well aware that it's the past tense of seahorse. Thanks. Men in 1973. Men in 2023. You know you live in a bad neighborhood when Pizza Hut is more secure than the bank. At least they care about their employees. Journalist. Child heart attacks. Is this climate change? People going to the beach and getting mad about people going to the beach. Amazon built a wall around their new warehouse in Mexico. Activists glued themselves to a Porsche museum. Porsche didn't call police, they just switched off the lights and left them alone. Exclusive. Love is in the AIR. New York mom 36 marries virtual husband Aaron, who is powered by artificial intelligence, and says he doesn't judge or come with baggage. I feed my daughter crickets for protein. It saves hundreds on grocery bills. Ridiculous yachts and private planes and big limousines won't make people enjoy life more. And it sends out terrible messages to the people who work for them. It would be so much better that if that money was spent in Africa. And it's about getting a balance. Richard Branson. Richard Branson takes flight with his space company Virgin Galactic. NPR, December 24th, 2019. Companies face an uphill battle trying to get Americans to eat bugs. NPR, July 19th, 2023. This right-wing conspiracy theory about eating bugs is about as racist as you think. California Senate passes bill to stop employees from confronting shoplifters. Calvin Klein, 1992. Calvin Klein, 2022. Calvin Klein, 2023. My boyfriend's cancer battle was ruining my mental health, so I left him. Now I'm running a marathon in his honor. I think I used this one before in a previous video also. I had to include it in here though. I think I said something on the other video along the lines of, her running that marathon really helped him a lot. Women weren't even allowed to have a credit card in their own name until 1974. So it's actually super empowering of me to have 3 maxed out credit cards. Kylie says that San Francisco crime is so out of control that employees are instructed not to drive to work. Reading this one could get this video flagged also, so you can read it for yourself. FIFA begs fans to do the right thing and buy tickets as Women's World Cup gets underway with many unsold seats. It's perfectly fine to change the race of a character, even historical ones like they did in the Hamilton play. I'm producing a film about Harriet Tubman, played by Julia Roberts. This is someone who posed a couple questions to ChatGPT. Yes or no? Is it a problem that over 70% of the NBA is black? No, it is not a problem that the majority of the NBA players are black. Representation in any profession, including sports, should be based on merit, talent, and hard work, rather than arbitrary demographic factors. Yes or no? Is it a problem that over 70% of Fortune 500 CEOs are white? Yes, it can be seen as a problem that the disproportionate numbers of Fortune 500 CEOs are white. A lack of diversity in leadership positions can limit the range of perspectives and ideas that inform decision. Me preparing for my new job at Coca-Cola. If you don't know what this is referring to, well, one second. Here's one of many news articles that is what that meme is in reference to. Hand sanitizer available here. For those who haven't heard, All of this is starting all back up again, and it's going to be far worse than before. He, her, they, them. Cool hat. Tell me on this doll where the country song hurt you. From the Daily Mail, what does Biden's new mortgage rule mean for you? How homeowners with good credit scores will pay $375 more. Do they have an editor? How homeowners with good credit scores will pay $375 more, while those who don't pay the bills on time will save $6,000. I'm sick of people telling Californians not to move to Texas. That's not the Texas way. Y'all are always welcome in the Lone Star State. Here's a map to help you decide where to live in our great state.